the Smiley J Artist Zone, a platform for and about independent artists, music, interviews, and much, much more. Now, give it up, your host, Smiley J.
Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone, a worldwide platform dedicated to independent music creators. And I'm your host, Smiley J. What's up, y'all? What's up? I hope that you guys are doing well. Yes. Shout out to all my new folks tuning in for the very first time. Just know that I am so glad that you're here. Now, it's no mistake that you're here. Just make sure that you come on back. Yes. Come on back and bring a friend. Yes. Be sure to listen to the Smiley J Artist Zone show on your favorite music streaming platform or podcast platform. And just remember to hit that follow button wherever you choose to listen. So, it is a lot of stuff going on out there in the world. Just a lot of stuff, a lot of mess. But you know what? I want to keep it positive and cool and shift your mind away from all the crazy stuff. Yes, because April is Stress Awareness Month, and you guys already know that music therapy is what do it for me. Yes, give me some music and wine, and I don't give a about nothing. Yes, music is my temporary escape, and I do hope that you guys out there have something, to help balance you mentally and keep you happy and peaceful. Now, April is also National Poetry Month, which is currently the largest worldwide literary celebration. Yes, that's what's up. Poetry is another art form for expressing your thoughts and feelings. And, April has been dedicated, 30 whole days of celebrating the joy of expressiveness. Yes. So shout out to all the poets and spoken word artists of the world. Yes. Keep doing what you do. Keep inspiring and make people feel good. And, poetry has the power to evoke emotions and bring social awareness to so many different topics. So, I had to call on some of my poetry friends, and today's guest is, she's more than a friend. Yeah, she's what I call a whole movement. So, you know what? Before I bring her in the Artist Zone, let me just tell you a little bit about her. Her name is Blue, La Poetess, but folks call her Blue. She uses her creativity of poetry, storytelling, and public speaking to help bring awareness to mental wellness, which is very near and dear to her heart. Her life journey is in the pursuit of helping others see the radiance from within. She's my kind of people. You guys give me some finger snaps, hand claps, and help me welcome Poetess, the lovely queen herself, Blue. Welcome to the Smiley J Artist Zone. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm feeling good.
That's a good thing. I'm glad to have you here with me.
So happy to be here.
Yes. Now, I couldn't let this month pass and not have you as my guest, being that this is National Poetry Month.
I'm so happy to be here. And yes, it's National Poetry Month, and I'm a poet.
Yes. And y'all better know it. Y'all gonna know it at the end of this interview. But listen, let me first shout out all the poets and spoken word artists. This month is dedicated to you, and we get to celebrate the expressiveness and charm of poetry. Now, I personally love the expression and feeling that poetry brings.
Me too.
Yes. You have a love with storytelling and poetry. Like you had this passion since you were a little girl. Now, obviously, you wasn't a shy little girl.
No. Well, I was eventually, but I soon found out that I had kind of a gift.
So, where did you find the inspiration and fascination for the love of poetry?
Well, it kind of started when I was 7, and to make the long story short, I was in vacation Bible school, and we had to do a project. And so everybody was making art, everybody was singing, and I got this poem in my head. And I recited the poem at the Vacation Bible School's crescendo project at the end, the culminating activity. And it was a very simple poem, like everybody walks in line, and Bible school begins at 9 or something like that. And I talked about God in it and all those kinds of things. And ever since then, I've been writing poems since I was 7 about all kinds of things.
Wow. Now listen, like, do you have a process when writing poetry? Like, do you, like, structure each line, or do you just, like, let it flow as you write?
Well, both. If I'm commissioned to do a poem, which happens a lot, then I structure it. Or if I get an idea, I may structure it, write some verses, go back. But a lot of times, I just get something becomes a muse, like a little child sitting, looking sad, or a homeless person pushing all their bags down the street, or the sky, the sky and nature, or even just something sad or something happy, or a picture. Just anything, a song. Music is a really great muse.
So, like, when you're out and about, if you see something that kind of captures you, do you immediately start organizing thoughts in your mind?
Sort of. I'll think, wow, that's a really great, picture, or the wind blowing, or how I'm feeling. And I will start organizing the thoughts. That's exactly the way it happens, Queen. It happens just that way. Yeah.
Now, like, can you explain in literature what is, I hope I'm pronouncing it right, enunciating right. You'll correct me, I know you will. Synesthesia, what is it? Synesthesia?
So I have synesthesia, and that is a condition. And that sort of means that your senses are a little out of whack. That's the best way to put it. So when I was younger, I noticed that the first instance of it was, I'm going to try to be quick here, my mother was teaching me to spell. So she said, okay, Sherry Blue, because Sherry's my real name. And so I spelled it, the way she told me to. She said B-L-U-E. Well, the blue, the B was red, and the L was green, and the U was a gray color. So I'm like, how is that blue? So, my parents got me tested, and then when they found out that, okay, she's got what is called synesthesia, she sees colors, she hears colors, she tastes colors, she feels colors. So if I hear the C note in a song, that's yellow. Or if I, think about something that smells a certain way, I'll say, oh, that smells orange. And it might just be a French fry. Or if I hear somebody's voice, like I'm hearing your voice now, and believe it or not, it's kind of green aqua.
Oh, okay.
I hear green aqua. I know that sounds crazy.
No, it doesn't. I'm going to look it up and see what the green aqua represents. So, so I think that condition is pretty unique and creative, especially being a creative.
It helps
me. Pretty
me.
Cool.
It helps me a lot. It does help me a lot because when I first started writing poetry during COVID, a lot of the poets on Instagram, where we lie now, a lot of us reside there. We're getting back out in the open as well. They said, why do you always say like you taste the sunshine or that you feel the moon? And I said, well, I have synesthesia, and then a lot of other people had synesthesia, so they kind of got it. And they kind of got it.
And you know what? And I'm like, I am really excited. I get really excited when I learn new things. So I hadn't heard about this before, and I just thought it was really unique, and I just wanted to mention it, because there may be other folks out there that experience the same thing, but they don't quite know what it is. And I think it's beautiful.
Well, I'm happy that you do. Thank you. It was a real hindrance in college. And, in grad school, because I had to color coordinate everything, because of the letters I saw. And, you see things in different colors. You see the letters. And during stress, it's worse. But during creativity, it's a gas. It's really a pleasure, when you're creating something.
Is there anyone in your in the poet circle that you know who also have shared that they have the same experience with colors in their art?
Yeah, a few. I'm trying to think of, the poet names and then who they are a couple different things. But there is a group called the Heart Tribe, because we have tribes in the poetry community. So on Instagram, it's the Heart Tribe. And there is a poet there that has expressed to me that she has synesthesia, but there are lots of them, though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, from all over the world. And that's the beauty of Instagram and TikTok, as we know, when we live in these virtual worlds, that poets from Tanzania, poets from Scotland, poets from California, I'm based in D.C., England, so... Yeah, I'm sure. I can't think of her name. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. No, it's okay. So you know what? Let me just shout out to Heart Tribe, and all the poets of Instagram and TikTok and of the world. I love that you guys are coming together and using your platform to exchange art and to inspire each other as well as others. I've jumped in on one of your lives before, and it is quite interesting.
Thank you so much. And it all does incorporate music as well. We had the show that was called Art Kissed Verse, by any medium necessary. And so we had all mediums of art. I think you might remember. We had music. We had, somebody wanted to get on Instagram and do a dance. Somebody wanted to do a culinary thing, and visual art and all kinds of stuff like that, and poetry, of course.
Yeah, it's a fun community and very welcoming.
Definitely. Well, we welcome you because you're an artist, and we love you, Smiley. We really do.
And I love you guys too, and I love you too. You've always been such a positive person. We talk a lot, so yeah. So listen, I want to ask you now. I know there's a lot of American poets, literary poets. Now, they say that, what's her name? Emily Dickinson is like one of America's greatest poets. And now I know there are a lot of other great poets out there. Like, do you have any personal favorite poet, whether it's known or unknown? It doesn't matter, because good is good.
I have personal poets. And my favorite poet of all time is Sonia Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
Sonia Sanchez. She is my favorite. I met her when I was quite young in Philadelphia. There was a convention, and I met her. She influenced me so much to do poetry because she said I was already pretty good. I think I was 11 or 12. And she said, oh, you're going to be great. And so I continued onward because of her. And then I have a local favorite, Ethelbert Miller. Ethelbert Miller is a great poet and author in the Washington, D.C. area. He's also on WPFW, plug, I guess, for WPFW-FM. And he's a wonderful poet, and he just writes all kinds of poems that, like one poem he wrote is, what do you do on the nights that you don't make love?
Oh, I want to hear that one. Hit me up.
It's a great prompt. It's a great poet prompt, so you could say whatever you feel like you do. But, so those are my two favorites. And if I had to give a historic one, it definitely would probably be Langston Hughes.
Okay, all right. You know what? For some reason, I kind of felt you were going to say that. I don't know why. Look, I tasted that, and it was brown, and it was brown.
Wow, I love it. You got a little bit of synesthesia going on. I think we all do.
Yeah, I didn't know the term for it, so now I do.
Yes, we have it. Very, very rich people.
Yes, and special in a good way.
Yeah, and we feel that way about it, but at first, synesthesia did not. We felt like, there was an inferiority. But when you get with it and you embrace it, like most things, and you're grateful, then I think that is what happens.
Your literary works have opened doors for you in other areas of art forms, such as screenwriting, songwriting, and, of course, education. You're an educator. Yay! Shout out to all my educators and all of my artsy people. So you are what I would call an earth angel because you are always advocating for others and using your platform to help bring awareness in mental health, in the mental health community. So I just need you to briefly tell the audience a little bit about your company and your mission.
Okay, thank you so much for the opportunity. So yes, I am an educator. I am a author. Plug. I have a book out called Mosaic of Madness. And my company is Blue Lotus Illumination. Okay, so think about the flower. I'm going to do this quickly. I wanted to get an African flower. So I got the blue lotus because it blooms primarily in Africa. And it blooms in the Nile, which if you've been over there, you've read about it. It's a flooded, muddy river. So Blue Lotus Illumination, because I feel like people of melanin, rich melanin skin, I'm not just talking about, this is the population that I primarily deal with, but my work is for healing minds with the arts. I know I'm jumping around. The company Blue Lotus Illumination stands for healing the minds with the arts. So the name, I picked the blue lotus flower. It blooms in the Nile, and it is resilient in that it closes its beautiful petals at night and dips back down into the murky waters, and then it opens them back up with the sunrise, and it blooms anew, just like black people.
Yeah, resilient like black people. Yeah,
we have to dip down sometime to rejuvenate. But we're always rising to come back up. So Blue Lotus illuminate a nation. Blue Lotus Illumination. We're illuminating a nation with mental health by the use of the arts. So that is my company, and BlueLotusIllumination.com.
I love it. I love how you articulate that and explain that. Just spoken just like a true artist that you are. I love it.
Thank you so much.
And absolutely. And I do believe that the arts have a special place in our heart, especially with mental health therapy, because I use music as an art form for my therapy. Right?
Oh, yes. I see you dancing, and I see you highlighting others, which is a gift that you do, and thank you for having me on here. I'm not trying to take over the conversation. I feel like you're the artist that you are. I know that you're a poet, and I know that you sing. So you have all the arts. Yes, with a mental and brain ill mind, if I have to call it an illness, they want a chance to express themselves, to talk about things that are going on in their head. So how can they do that? Maybe through music, maybe through art, maybe through poetry. So that's why the company offers bibliotherapy, in which you get to tell your story through poetry, through music, through art, through dance. And because you don't want to have them just sitting in a room somewhere, vegetating. You want to have them out in the sunshine, expressing themselves, dancing and singing and feeling good about themselves. That's what this company is about. Feeling good, not feeling ill. We're illuminating.
I love it. I love it. It is beautiful. And I absolutely love what you are doing. Thank you. I'm here for it. And you know what? I can't let you come, in an artist zone and not give the folks a little something.
Oh, thank you so much. You want me to just get with it and recite it?
Get with it. Come on, give the folks something.
Okay, so I have a poem that I feel like is kind of uplifting, and it's "I Am Your Helicopter Sister."
Oh, I like the title. Okay.
Okay. I'm your helicopter sister, hovering over you with love and radiant light. I will come to you into your land of dreams, viewing all your beautiful totems, your garden of flowers, oceans of thoughts, mountains of strength and power, fertile ground of intellectual strategy, philosophy, and wisdom. Come to me at dawn. I do not judge you for the chipped paint that may be pervasive in your journey's neighborhood. The broken gates, rendered that way by illegal drug busts and the low expectations of others. The littered streets with beer cans of your friendships lost. hard liquor bottles with the faces of raped hope. A hard knock life poured over amazing street art with words written in the black tarred alleyways of our souls. I see beauty and splendor where they see only error. I see artistic genius where they see destructive graffiti soiling the buildings of imprisonment. I see an orator extraordinaire who shapes words, big and small, into intellectual and architectural skyscrapers where your speeches of activism and justice brush the sky. They don't see what I see. They wish to gag you, bind you, and tie you to the tree with the strange fruit of our ancestors. Divine intervention allows the vision that shapes you and me. I am your hovercraft. Let me get with you and watch you. Let's soar. We are God's journey people. Take my hand. Let's go. For I am the garden of flowers of your heart's true beat in rhythmic delight, revealed within the vortex of splendor and mystical blooms of the stars. I am the blue light that tastes black and sweet as midnight. I am you and you are me. There is no other but the divine. Let's drink Saturn's wine, leaving Dante's inferno of the realms of the eternal death of Hades behind. We will dwell in the rapture of a shared sacred dream for all time.
That was amazing. That was beautiful. I see beauty. I hear beauty. And I see purple for royalty. Yes.
Yes. You got synesthesia. What can I say?
Yes. I'm just seeing purple as you were reciting. Yes, ma'am. Thank you for that.
So
was
happy.
Beautiful. Wow. Listen, do you have anything going on out there that folks can come to? I know you have your company. You know what? First of all, give out your social media information so that folks out there can keep up with all the wonderful things that you do. And then tell us if you got anything coming up.
That is so wonderful of you to allow me this opportunity. So I'm Blue Lotus Illumination on IG, Instagram. I'm Sharon Volin, Sharon, V as in Victor, Ollin, on Facebook. Got to get that changed in soon. On TikTok, I am Blue Lotus Illumination as well, and I'm that on Twitter. Okay? My website, as I said, is bluelotusillumination.com. On the 25th of April, there is a new restaurant in Washington, D.C., so if you happen to be in the Washington area, called Bronze, like metal. And it is an Afrofuturism restaurant. And look that up if you need to, but it's really cool. And I am reciting a poem there highlighting the future of African descent people in literature. And then on the 2nd of June, I am reciting a poem at a unveiling of a sculpture that is being created for Queen City. Queen City was an eminent domain concentration camp where blacks were uprooted, and they built the Pentagon and the cemetery. I don't mean to be negative.
Yep.
So they're having a unveiling of a sculpture, and I will be there reciting a poem, hopefully. And that's that, but contact me. I'm ready to create a poem for you, create beauty for you, to take care of art healing the minds.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming on the show and just inspiring and educating. Yes.
Thank you so much for allowing me.
You know you always have a place here, Cher. You know it.
Thank you.
I want to thank you so much for you know what? Oh, I was going to say you're my first poet, but you're not. You're the second one. But I want to thank you for coming and blessing the folks with your wisdom and your inspiration. Keep doing what you're doing, Queen. I love it. And I'm going to come through on the 25th. Yes. You're going to make that happen. Yes. Right. So until then, be well, my dear.
You too.
Now, you know I can't have the show and not put on some music. Yeah, so let me find something poetic and fly. Check this out, y'all.
vibrations. Water the plants, that's the children that we're raising. So hard to be patient in these times of fast-paced technical. Eat all your vegetables, wholesome. Always live golden. Shine like the solar rays with words spoken. Think nothing but greatness. Mentally I shapeshift. Rules I've been rocking the world now for ages. Praises, yup. Here with the cats to bring the real back. Together we can't be stopped, I really feel that. We gotta bear the fruit of truth while getting deeper in the music roots. It's so necessary to grow within the realms of the legendary. Living out our purpose, now we never worry. The mission is growth with every rhyme quote. This is a tree of life, it's so alive, yo. Some of the branches, yo, some of the leaves, right? But I are the roots, this is a tree of life. Vibrations, feel it. Vibrations, vibrations, feel it. Some of the branches, yo, some of the leaves, right? But I are the roots, this is a tree of life. Vibrations, feel it. Vibrations, vibrations, feel it. Some of the branches, yo, some of the leaves, right? But I are the roots, this is a tree of life. Vibrations, feel it. Vibrations, vibrations, feel it. Some of the branches, yo, some of the leaves, right? But I are the roots, this is a tree of life. Vibrations, feel it. Vibrations, vibrations, feel it. Extravagant art and parts, not confined to a chart. This is straight from the heart with no set start. It's been here like spoken words, built from rhythmic blurs, invisible brains that maintain as the world turns. Concerned to say the least, we change the world with speech with no limit how far reach. Peace. Some of the roots, some of the branches. I do this music to pass down to my grandkids and their grandkids, grandkids, granted. That the music that we make can stay stamped in. That's why it's focused like a champion on the unity that weaves together this camp we in. Spiritual development, microphone intelligence. We live in the place just to represent heavy. Always plant seeds each step of the way. So there's always elevation in the making. Are y'all ready? Some of the branches, yo, some of the leaves, right? But I are the roots, this is a tree of life. Vibrations, feel it. Vibrations, vibrations, feel it. Some of the branches, yo, some of the leaves, right? But I are the roots, this is a tree of life. Vibrations, feel it. Vibrations, vibrations, feel it. Some of the branches, yo, some of the leaves, right? But I are the roots, this is a tree of life. Vibrations, feel it. Vibrations, vibrations, feel it. Some of the branches, yo, some of the leaves, right? But I are the roots, this is a tree of life. Vibrations, feel it. Vibrations, vibrations, feel it.
This is Tolumide, singer-songwriter, international artist, and you are listening to the Smiley J Artist Zone.
All right, it's that time. And I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. And I do hope that you come back and we do it all over again, yes. Now be sure to follow today's guest, Blue, on all of her social media pages and support her company. Yes, she is also available for hire. And she's ready, able, and very much capable. Now, to my listeners in the Washington, D.C. area, Blue has some public events coming up, so come on through and check her out. I'll be there at some of the events. And also check out the National Poetry Month celebrations in your city, town, parish, or hood. Whatever you want to call it is all good. Just take the family and friends and enjoy some literary arts. Now, if you like what's happening over here on the Smiley J Artist Zone show and you want to support the show, I do take donations and they are tax deductible. Yes. You can cash at me at $TSJAZ or PayPal, paypal.me/Smiley J Artist Zone. Yes. Again, all donations are tax deductible and appreciated. Until next time, I'm going to need you guys to be well, stay safe, and remember to listen to good music. Your ears will thank you for it. I'm Smiley J, and I'm out.